شو اسمه الشرطة علينا بعدين. طيب الحين لايف، الحين انت شبكت. تمام. طيب thank you so much everyone for joining. We do have Dr. Hamad Khalifa with us today in this presentation. I just want to have small confirmation about the voice of Dr. Hamad is clear, because we have some issues in the communication. I just want to have your reply in the chat, please, if Dr. Hamad voice is clear. Can you, Doctor, speak something? You can hear us? دكتور محمد تقدر تسمعني من المنصة؟
لا أنا لأن ما عندي الجوين سيشن، ما طلع الجوين سيشن.
بس أنا شايفك في السيشن نفسه موجود.
ما في، أنا أسوي له ريفرش، هو فتح لي اللايف ولكن
تمام. خلينا let's see how we can.
جوين سيشن.
ممتاز.
موجود أسمعك.
طيب اسمعني من المنصة.
قاعد رامي you can start.
تقدر تسمعنا صح؟ صوتنا واضح إن شاء الله. طيب إذا في إمكانية إنك بس تعمل ميوت على طيب تعمل بس. تفضل.
حياك الله.
شكرا دكتورنا، تفضل استاذ معك الستيج.
تسلم اخرام. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. Good afternoon everybody. First of all, would like to welcome and thanks the wonderful organizer for this event. And especially in Arab region, we probably need more and more kind of these events and webinars to share the knowledge that we do have in every sector, either government or private sector. My topic today is going to be about the digital transformation initiative that has been applied in UAE government, and what are the challenges that we are facing and the concerns that we need to look after or take care of. To move on to the next slide, in-depth the topics that I'm going to talk about today. First of all, it's going to be what is the initiative that has been done and implemented by the UAE federal and local government. Second of all, what are the digital initiatives that we are really need to look for. Third of all, the challenges that we are dealing with and facing at the moment and within the next 10 to 15 years, as well as the security risk that indeed we are going to have if we are moving into a digital transformation in some services, or let's say in all the services that the government are applying. The security resilience of digital transformation, how is the security resilience are going to affect our digital transformation processes? Finally, we are going to talk about the best practices and the future foresight that we need in this ecosystem. Well, first of all, the initiative on the next slide is what has been done by the UAE government. There were 75 initiatives related to digital transformation, which has been implemented by the federal and the local government in United Arab Emirates since 2010, or maybe even earlier than 2010. The government of the United Arab Emirates were trying to move from a normal daily routine government into electronic government. And then in 2013, the government announced that they need to become a smart government. An equation of the government on digital transformation, it's innovation plus citizen happiness plus future foresight and smart and safe society. This is the main features that the governments are working around to get to the digital transformation era. Moving to the next slide. The initiatives that has been done from the government, which I will talk about, are like 75 initiatives. And we will concentrate in the digital transformation initiatives that relate to our field or the ICT ecosystem. If you can move to the next slide, Mr. Rami, please. So, mobile government initiatives. Lately, each federal and local government have to have a mobile application where they are applying and providing their services for the community, as well as the Emirates National Gate of Library. So all the libraries got to be smart and electronics. Smart Majlis, and this is initiative from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid about having all the people talking and negotiating about some of the issues that they are facing. Also, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Artificial Intelligence University, which is the first and the unique university in our region, has all the artificial intelligence programs. And we need it at this time to focus some of these parts because we are moving forward. The future foresight. This is what we are looking for. The characteristics for smart governments that we are talking about: accountability, transparency, use of information communication technology, and smart economy. So digital transformation has to have these features as accountability. So the government is accountable for these services which being provided for the local. So it's got to be available for the public and the society 24/7. It doesn't matter if it's going to be day or night, holiday or a working day, as well as the transparency. This is one of the indicators that the government are value. Some of the services belong to each entities and organization. So transparency in all government transactions, fees, and other dealing functions on most of the billing system as well. So people have to know what they are paying and what does their fees included. And we can talk about the taxation system. It appears in most of the bills at the moment, which we are talking about the transparency. Every customer has to have this transparency whenever they are using government and even private services. The use of ICT. From a personal perspective, the ICT is the core business of any smart government. Without any information and communication technology, there won't be any digital transformation technology. And the ICT will play a major role in the transformation and whatever services. And we can tell and figure out that during the COVID-19 pandemic, ICT infrastructure in United Arab Emirates has reached the top, and we were one of the top countries, and among the countries that has the greatest and wonderful infrastructure, either in information technology and on the roads and the business and commercially. Smart economy. This is one of the features that the smart government has to figure out or to have as well. Information communication technology enabled smart system in all sectors, and we can see that the health sector was one of the winning sectors that deal and still dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the transportation, when we are using most of the CCTV, the 5G technologies, tracking system. Talking about the e-businesses, lately, His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Rashid, they just having an opening ceremony for one of the main control for the DOT, Department of Transportation, or what they have it in Emirates of Dubai, RTA, Road Transport Authority. And this is the business that they are talking about for opening such a wonderful and great control and operation room to deal with the traffic around the city. This is how you make the business running. As well as the e-commerce, where most of the Chamber of Commerce in United Arab Emirates are providing their services online. Moving to the next slide, which is all about the challenges and the concern that we are talking about. What are the people are aware of? Do they have the knowledge of using the smart services? Now we move to the next slide, Islami. Each organization has their own strategy, and this is one of the federal and local government a must to have a strategy and the vision of what's next on their future. So each organization has to have a clear and strong strategy and roadmap on where they are going. The leadership strategy. Before Rami, please. And the leader strategy, where this is the human behavior when we are talking about the strategy of our leadership. And we can see that lately, most of the organizations are sending their employees to have a leadership programs. And there's a famous leadership program, which is His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid started a few years ago. It's the Excellency of Federal Government Leadership Program. A little bit back on the external risk and what is the risk that we are facing during these days. What goes online stays online. So we have to take care of whenever we are using the digital transformation services. That's all are online. So our information are online. Information security risk. We are talking about the social media, mobile devices, engineered vulnerability, and phishing. These are an old style. The current style that we are talking about. Rami, next slide, please. The next slide, Rami, please. Talking about the risk. The old and now and the new. The now risk that we are talking about, cloud. And we can say that most of the businesses have been moved to using cloud services. Whenever the COVID-19 pandemic started, the new technology that we are talking about, the robotics, artificial intelligence, these are the new risks that we have to think about. Security, resilience, and digital transformation. First of all, data and information. The next slide, Rami, please. Security, resilience. There are 5 main factors that we need to look after. Data and information that we are providing in our digital transformation. So it's got to be resilience. Next, it's going to be the business. We have a clear vision and what are the business are dealing with. Securing the sensitive data is required. This is all the personal data, all the information, the government entities, authorities, organization. These are data got to be secure and well prepared. Solution should be tailored according to the actual need. At the end, the customer experience has to reflect what is the solution that we are using and securing our data. Finally, talking about the best practices that we are facing or that we have seen lately. One of the best practices that I'm going to talk about or just mention today is Dubai Center of Cyber Security. This is one of the wonderful initiatives. Lately, we had an event with them, and they do have so many activities talking about the cybersecurity in general and how they are providing and preparing people to face the cybersecurity issues, as well as one of the famous expo and conference that I have been visiting lately, the Gulf Information Security and Conference, which is very, very specialized event. And this year is going to be among with the GITEX exhibition, and this is when they focus more into cyber security. Also, we need more in the Middle East area to cooperate between the governments in all the regions, in all the countries, in battling and fighting the cyber crimes. And as we know, lately there has been a huge cyber attack from neighbors, and that would cost a lot to each government. And the knowledge of how to fight got to be very global. Finally, there is one saying by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. If you can, Rami, move to the slide, just to show it to our audience. Next, please. One more, Rami, please. Sorry for this inconvenience because we are using a different mic and a different presentation.
So shall I return to His Highness screen?
Yes, please.
This is the one.
Yes. So this is our inspiration. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. Every single day there is a new faith, a new talk. So what he's saying, most of the challenges and risks that we are facing every day has got to be transferred to an opportunity and a chance to develop, enhance what we are dealing with these days. So we have a great confidence in the ability of the government and the private sector in the UAE to successfully implement the Dubai cybersecurity strategy. So let's double our offer and work digitally to make the UAE one of the world's digital safest countries. So this is the inspiration that we have to have every day. This is how we need to work. Finally, last but not least, I would like to thank my audience and thank our organizer people, and thanks for hosting me in this conference, and hopefully all the best and successful era for this. Thank you, Rami.
Thank you, Dr. Hamad. We appreciate your time and help. Really great information, insights, and details. We don't have any questions so far, but I encourage everyone to interact with Dr. Hamad by the feedback form with any questions to get from his insights, from his knowledge, and anything it's related to his specialists. Again, thank you so much for everyone. If there is no questions, I just want to post the feedback form for everyone for last step and give us your feedback. Here you go. Great. So we're looking forward to see you in the next sessions. We appreciate your time. Thank you, Dr. Hamad, and have a wonderful day. We are sorry for this disconnectivity.
Thank you, Ram.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.